What do you see as the sequencing of all this? Do you want to do A, B, and C all at once if you get Apex? Or are you talking about you do A, and then if A is successful, then you do B? How would that work?
From my perspective, the stadium is critical. It all feeds off the stadium. So the great news is I've got a USL soccer franchise I'm bringing to the state of Rhode Island. We think the dialogue with National Grid's fantastic. It's been positive.
Just to be clear, because one of the sites is
Tidewater
grid-owned
site,
and needs to be decontaminated, right?
Yeah, and they've got a pathway to do that, and they've got a budget to do it, and that was happening well before Fortuitous came to the scene. But in terms of the dialogue with them, we feel confident, optimistic that there's a pathway for a long-term partnership with them. And from a sequencing, that's where I want to focus my time and attention on right now. And so I would hope to go out sooner rather than later and say, with the city's support, commerce, et cetera, we've entered into a long-term agreement with Tidewater, with National Grid on that site, and we intend on putting shovels in the ground for a stadium on this date. And I really want to focus on that next year. And so everyone in Rhode Island could say, hey, you know what, things are moving forward. That's fantastic. And then on the Division Street, it's more clarity. The city owns that. So I feel confident relative to it. Nothing is easy. There's always so many different pieces associated with it. But if I look at those two pieces, what is it, $300 million project? It's still substantial, thousands of jobs. And in terms of the scope and scale and the aspirations, it's not a huge difference. It's apples and oranges, but not dramatically different.